Well, I bunged up and didn't bring the right equipment, but I really wanted to have this short 2-cent rant. So we're gonna pull some mad illegals here, I guess, and hopefully we don't get busted. So, 2-cent rant on straight pride. Not like straight pride in and of itself, but straight pride parades, I guess. Straight pride events, festivals. There's so many directions this could go in. Which one will it go in? I feel like there's been a lot of people talking about it. I mean, it is June, which is kind of like in most places in North America, it's like Pride Month. Yeah, so we just had Lethbridge's Pride Fest parade and some events happening in Galt Gardens. Just had that yesterday, and that was Saturday. I don't even know what the date is today because I'm that out of it. But yeah, we just had that going on, so that was cool. And yeah, I decided, like, 2-cent rant on straight pride. And you know what? I'm not that worked up about it, because here it is. Just let them do it. Just let them do it. I'm saying this as a straight cis man, so like, I'm just, I think everyone should just be proud to be who they are. That's like the place that we should all get to, is being like happy with who we are and proud of blah blah blah. Unless you're an absolute piece of garbage, then you shouldn't be proud of who you are. But I think that's where the argument starts to go, is like, oh well, kind of. I mean, people want straight pride, this and that, and like, hey, here's the thing. I don't know which way to attack it from. One of the main arguments is, and I haven't gone and like, just, I don't know, I just don't pay attention to some stuff like this a lot of the time, but like, I completely understand that giving straight people who want a like pride parade, giving them that opportunity, like where the city would give them a pass to do that or whatever, that is like undermining marginalized people, or like, like the queer community, the LGBTQ plus community. I completely understand that the nature of why, and the intention and purpose as to why some of these people want a straight pride parade is not to be proud of themselves or whatever else, and just like, oh, I can be, it's like the majority of anything that I've ever seen presented by people that want that is because they're not even, they're not, it's an opposition to pride and what pride is and what we know it to be, with, celebrating diversity. It's an opposition to that and being like, well, we should have one because they have one. It's not about everyone, let's, love each other and love ourselves and whatever else. It's just a thing, just like a thing to do. It's just like another little, it's like poking the bear, except it's not bear, but it's not like, it's just like a jab, just like, oh yeah, we should do it too, and we just to get under someone's skin, or the queer community or whatever. So I don't think there's a genuine reason it should be a thing or needs to be a thing, but I don't care if it is a thing. It leaves me stuck in the middle, because I'm like, I completely understand what they're trying to do and I don't like it. Let me be clear on that. I don't like the fact that certain people want to have this event, or that people are going to rally behind, oh, we should have a straight pride because we can be proud. Like, yeah, sure, be proud of yourself, period. But being straight, like, is that as much a part of your identity as someone who is gay or trans or whatever, in the way that we've made it be part of their identity in a certain way? And by we, I just mean like everyone else, I guess, or society, or the system, or whatever you want to call it, that oppresses people, where the structures are not friendly to those people. Anyway, yeah. I don't think that it would be very successful. I think that this is why I say, just let them do it. Just who cares? Just let them do it. Because I just can't imagine it being like, what are they going to do? The people that are going to show up for it are the people that are going to be in it. Would be, I think, a very small community of people would show up for it. And even if it was a huge community of people, who cares? Let them do their stupid thing. But then the floodgates open, and where do you draw the line for this, that, and the other thing? And we'll have Blue Lives Matter marches and like, or parades, or I don't know. I understand the slippery slope, I get it, but at the same time, I'm just like, I just don't want to argue about it anymore, because it doesn't, like, it's just, I understand the reason why the majority of people want to have these straight pride events, and some of them, they do it anyway. But I mean, as for like the city supporting it, I guess it's a bad look on the city, and that's why they don't generally, I mean, most cities won't sanction an event like that, and, you know, clear the streets and have peace officers and whatever else, like directing traffic and shutting down lanes for parades and floats and stuff. But I mean, like, I wonder what would happen if we're like, sure, go ahead, have a straight pride. I mean, depending on the how large the city is, it would make a difference as to how well attended it would be, or how successful it would be, and whatever else. But I mean, like, I don't think many corporations are going to jump on board with that, like, because they see, and strictly from a financial standpoint, they see that's not a good look, that's not a good move, because it's not cool, because the intention and purpose of it is inherently in opposition to what pride is, which is just be yourself. And specifically, I mean, you could attribute it to, like, you know, people in the LGBTQ plus community, right? Like, very specifically, yes. But I think it goes beyond that. It goes into so many other things, because it gets into race, it gets into age, it gets into ableism and stuff, right? Like, it gets into all these things where it's just like, yeah, you should be proud to be who you are and not have any shame and whatever else. And that includes people like me. I am a straight cis man, and like, I identify with all that, and like, as far as that stuff goes, like, that's not in any way how I feel I've been oppressed, except for when it comes to how I express myself, like with my fashion and style, because that leads a lot of people to sometimes believe that I am part of the queer community, which isn't a bad thing, except for the fact that it's just not true. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we can get into in probably a conversation sometime. But yeah, anyway, like, I've unfortunately felt the sting of homophobia and other things like that, simply because of the way that I want to dress and style myself, etc. I don't know why. This is a tangent. Straight pride, I don't know. Again, it just, the way that some people decide to argue it is so, like, just, I don't know. Like, I know the intention and purpose behind it is what makes it not great, makes it not a good thing, because it's an opposition to what pride is all about. So when I say let them have it, it's just because I'm tired of the argument, and I don't think it's going to hurt anybody. Then again, depending on who it is that's letting them have it, then the city would maybe be, maybe the community, like the LGBTQ plus community, would be feeling that the city is against them, right? I don't know. The straight pride thing is just so dumb. It's not worth arguing over. It's such a weird rant to have, but it's just not. I mean, it is. It is worth arguing over. It is worth getting the information and education out there, seeing some of those arguments. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, there's nothing to stand on here. There's no real argument happening. It seems very clear. This is a stupid rant, and those are my stupid thoughts.